We want our students, and we hope for our students, that they will do well in all things because their lives will give glory and honor to God.
My favorite memory from Prince of Peace is when we went to Earthshine. It was an amazing experience. We all got to get to know each other even more, and it was like truly it was like a family that it's been developing all year. And then here it's when you really realized how much of a family you were with your classmates and even with the teachers. It was a good experience.
Prince of Peace prepared me very well for high school, especially in a rigorous and academically competitive environment like Riverside. I felt extremely well prepared, particularly in history and English. But what I did realize was the best thing that Prince of Peace did for me was they gave me a strong faith, which is going to benefit me far beyond high school for the rest of my life.
One of my favorite memories from Prince of Peace was running on the cross-country team. I really enjoyed that because of the meets. And at the meets, what I really enjoyed was encouraging my friends to keep running until they reached the finish line. Also, I liked middle school theater. Being on stage with your friends really adds a whole new perspective to acting.
Well, if you want to look back at the history of Prince of Peace, you have to go back really to about the mid-1990s. At that point, Prince of Peace was growing by leaps and bounds. Gratefully, we had a pastor at the time, Father Chet, who was very supportive of Catholic education. We started rather small with a preschool, and school was very successful. It had exceptional teachers, and the children excelled. And so families started kind of looking back at the preschool and saying, well, why can't we have more? We had success, and they wanted Catholic education, so they wanted to bring it to Prince of Peace.
In the catechism, we always learn that, we're meant to know, love, and serve God in this life and be happy with Him in the next. And so what Catholic education does is it provides the tools by which we can have the wisdom to be able to know, love, and serve God, and also our fellow man as well.
Prince of Peace Catholic School was founded to be a school that supported the mission of this parish, and that's a spiritual mission. So it is important to us that the children learn about their faith, that they have opportunities to practice their faith. And so in the classroom, they pray together. We pray together before class and before the day begins. We pray at lunchtime, both before and after. The students have an opportunity to participate in Mass every week, receive Holy Communion, have opportunities for the Sacrament of Confession. These are all important spiritual opportunities, not only to help the students grow spiritually closer to Christ, but also to develop the habit and the knowledge of these things that we hope will carry them on into their adult lives.
I try to give them goals to reach. I push them to challenge themselves. I try to make them think outside the box with the literature that we read, with the poems that we interpret and the poems that we write, and the plays we do. I try to give them opportunities to improve themselves with book clubs, tutorials, student council, beta club, anything that I can do to enhance their learning is what I try to do to help them achieve.
I think I was born to be a teacher, so it's definitely always been a love that I've had. I think that the aha moment when you see a child that has really been struggling with something and they get it and that light bulb turns on is priceless and worth every bit of time and effort that we put into it.
I went into teaching. Actually, when I went into college, I wanted to do youth ministry. I wanted to do stuff with middle school and high school students, and in all of my classes I found that education was a great way for me to do ministry. And ultimately, I want to serve others. So through ministry, I was going to do that. And I found that teaching was that ministry that, God laid out for me.
I think the kids are great, honestly. I love the fact that they stand up when an adult walks in, the amount of respect that you get, the fact that they're so well prepared, and the kids I haven't even taught here before, older kids, and they're always very polite, very pleasant. I like the kids here. I think you couldn't ask for a better group of kids.
My favorite school activity is our annual pumpkin decorating night. The PTO gives each family a pumpkin to decorate. The children enjoy it because they get to help their parents come up with an idea that they're going to use to decorate their pumpkin. The parents' role is to come up with the decorating materials, and they come to school with their students and help the students decorate their pumpkin. Then the PTO displays the pumpkins throughout the school during the week, and the students vote on the winners at the end of the week. We have really elaborate pumpkins such as Star Wars, Harry Potter, cartoon characters, and things like that, so it's a great family event.
We also have several weeks that are planned activities. Our first one is what we call All Saints Week, and during that week we send balloons off to Mary. We have little prayers in those balloons, and we get to watch them float into the sky, and the kids really enjoy that.
And then to celebrate All Saints Day, the students get to dress up as their favorite saint. A lot of them dress up as a saint that they're named after or a saint they want to be like. They get to wear their costumes to school during the day, and then at the end of the day we have an All Saints parade, and the students get to march around the school in their costumes and then go into the gym for a litany of saints. In January we have Catholic Schools Week. That week starts out with a family appreciation breakfast, and then the next day we have a grandparent tea, so the grandparents get to come and have a brunch with their grandchildren. And we also do staff and student appreciation lunches, and then Friday night we have what's called a family fun night, when the PTO will get games and set up different activities for the children to do after school on Friday, and they come with their parents, and the parents get to watch the children compete in the games and have fun.
I think our favorite school activity is the field day. That's the morning where all the kids get to show up to school. They don't have to bring anything. We take care of water and snacks and even lunch that day, and they get to go home early, so it's kind of an exciting day for the kids. You get to watch the children run back and forth and play, and what's most exciting though is we get to see our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders run the games, which is very exciting to see how much they've grown up and how they take on that responsibility and are able to interact with the younger kids. Our parents also get to show up that day. They take care of the food and the drinks, and they help guide our children along so the teachers aren't all there by themselves, because it is a little bit of a crazy day. But what else would you expect from field day?
The children in the church are intertwined. It gives them a foundation to build upon. It influences them, directs them, encourages them, lifts them, and helps them to be the great people that they are.
Squeaky, what do you think of the children?